Hey YouTubers, don't forget to subscribe and hit that bell over by the subscriber button to notify you every single time I upload. Enjoy the video. Welcome back to another Dragon Ball Super discussion video. Today we're going to be talking about a little theory of mine, or just a speculation, or just kind of a wishful thinking type of thing that I would like to see from the future of this series. And I know it's kind of weird to do a speculation or theory video after Dragon Ball Super ended, but just stay with me here. We all know that Dragon Ball as a series or as a whole isn't going anywhere. So whether it continues in movie format or manga or anime coming back, we don't really know at this point, but it would be really awesome for it to come back. And if it does come back, have some really big grand moment, some grand ending that would put everything to perspective and really give Goku and Vegeta and Gohan and everyone else a huge major send-off. And really, when it does come to Dragon Ball, you cannot do a major send-off without giving us a major tournament. I mean, back in Dragon Ball, we had the 23rd tournament with Goku fighting Chi-Chi, fighting Ten Shinhan, fighting Piccolo. There was a lot to really take in there, and that was probably one of the best tournaments in the entire series. Of course, Dragon Ball Z also ended in a tournament, even though we didn't get a whole lot of it then. We did get to see Goku's fight with Oob, and even GT ended in a tournament, but we didn't really get to see a whole lot of fighting there. Dragon Ball Super ended in a tournament, so yeah, if they bring this back, they're going to have to end it in a tournament. But what tournament would actually play out, and for what reasons? This is something, and I have no real basis of this, but I just wanted to kind of get everyone's thoughts and opinions on this because I think it would be really cool. In Dragon Ball Super, they did show us the fact that there are two Zenos, and I've talked about this on this channel a little bit before on what are they going to do with those two Zenos. I mean, these guys have kind of had no real bearing on the story, especially after what they did at the end of the Tournament of Power in Dragon Ball Super, where they basically used the wish to bring back all the other universes, and they even said that they would have destroyed all the universes if the person who won and actually got the wish was a little bit more of a bad person and used the wish in a very selfish way. So really, there was nothing in that entire tournament that had any stakes if that was the way that they were going to play it out. I've already done that video, and I really do think Dragon Ball Super ended up wasting the wish because they let the Zenos have that mentality going into it, instead of them just being happy with the result and wanting to do another tournament in the future. And maybe they made a mistake and that was their growing moment. They grew off screen and they kept it from us this entire series. So that's one of the things I don't really like, even though a lot of people came into this going, oh, it does show growth for their characters, and I really like that. Not something that I really appreciated. So we have two Zenos that have no real bearing on the story, but their double existence does create somewhat of a problem for any future series of the show. They could simply write them away, but considering at least the present Zeno, but now even the future Zeno, have somewhat of an emotional connection with Goku, and the concept of the button that will bring them wherever Goku needs them is still around, we need to figure out a way to get rid of them entirely. And they don't have to do this immediately. Like I said, they could write them out of the show just for a little bit and just bring them back to be like, hey, you remember Zeno? Yeah, here they are, whatever. If they're going to create more stories in this show, it would be kind of cool to see a little bit more about where they come from, the extent of the Zeno's power, and maybe even have them go up against a foe that can beat them. Or better yet, they have odds amongst themselves and then they end up erasing each other because they're probably the only two creatures in the entire multiverse who could really go up against each other. And then that leads us into a final tournament for the entire series, or the way of ending it before Dragon Ball Super goes off the air and we have to wait another 10 or 20 years or something before Dragon Ball comes back in a major way. But the tournament is a way of replacing the Zenos. You know, someone has to take up this mantle, and because Zeno operates more so like a god of destruction than a Kai, where it's been established that Kais are grown on trees or bred for this specific purpose, it's more like gods of destruction with Toppo, Champa, and Beerus being completely different than all the other gods of destruction, that gods of destruction are chosen, and yet they're even chosen throughout multiple different universes. It's not entirely clear, and it could be argued that you don't have to be a person in that specific universe in order to get the job, considering Beerus and Champa are in fact brothers. So what if they held a tournament with all the gods of destruction, Goku, Vegeta, Hit, Jiren, any other major player we meet in the future of Dragon Ball, and we get to see them fight in order to be the new Zeno. I know a lot of people would point very closely to the whole ending of Yu Yu Hakusho and how that kind of mirrors this, but I think it's a really awesome idea and one that I would love to see in the future of Dragon Ball, where all these people are vying for the opportunity to actually be the person who sits on top of the throne and rules over the multiverse. And we get to see Goku go up against Beerus and Champa and all these other gods of destruction again. It would really be the pinnacle of strength and something that I think would really pay off some of the more major plot points and hierarchies that were introduced in Dragon Ball Super. So that's something I would really like to see. I might do another video on this sometime soon with MJ or D-Free or someone else discussing what we would like to see, some of the character moments we'd like to see in this and everything like that. Hope you guys are enjoying the content. Hope you guys are enjoying this Dragon Ball Super list era that we're in right now, and I hope you guys also enjoying the rewrite series that I'm doing. Hopefully the next episode is going to be up soon, and I'm also bringing a couple of rewrites for Dragon Ball in general, or just pitches for specials or movies or something that's not really anything that we saw in the entire series, but just wholly original content for the channel. I hope you guys love the new direction for the channel. So guys, don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. Hit that bell over by the subscriber button to notify you every single time I upload. Share this video out to all your friends. I hope everyone's having a fantastic day. It's been real. Hey YouTubers, I hope you guys are really enjoying the content, especially this particular series. It's one I've always been wanting to give to you guys ever since Dragon Ball Super actually started and I started doing my channel. But while I encourage everyone to go down to the comment section below and share their thoughts and opinions on not only this pitch and every other video that I do, if you want a more direct line with me on Dragon Ball, the Saw franchise, horror movies, box office, just anything that I am actually showing interest in or that you think that I might have an interest in, or maybe you just want to talk about anything, go and follow me on Twitter. I am always on Twitter, or it's just much more likely that I'm going to be able to get back to you guys on Twitter much quicker than I am on YouTube because it's kind of a more direct line. So you guys see the link in the screen. It's also in the description section below. You should definitely go check it out. I hope everyone's having a fantastic day. Like I said at the very end of this video, don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. Hit that bell over by the subscriber button to notify you every single time I upload. Might not be as frequent anymore, but I really hope you've enjoyed the upgrade in quality with the discussions and rewrite series and every other series that I'm bringing to the channel as of late. I hope everyone's having a fantastic day. It's been real.